2020 Buick Enclave Review Extraordinary. Buick's Enclave is a safe, non-threatening choice in its class of midsize, 7-seat SUVs. The updated model doesn't disappoint and even improves over last year with better in-car tech. Meanwhile, the driver assistance suite continues to check all of the right boxes even with a few caveats, and its performance and efficiency are both pretty good. The Enclave's exterior design is handsome, especially with the new Sport Touring Edition appearance package for this Essence trim tester that adds a dark mesh grille and large chrome and graphite 20-inch wheels. Still, the overall look is samey, and the Enclave doesn't stand out among its peers. Turns out, that's a recurring theme with the 2020 Enclave, too. The SUV is fairly ordinary and middle of the road by most measures. It's not bad, but also not great. And in this highly competitive class, pretty good might not be good enough. Infotainment 3 Tech. The previous generation IntelliLink multimedia suite was already decent, but the new GM Infotainment 3 system is a substantial step up in terms of architecture, features, and ease of use. Behind the scenes, there's more powerful hardware and processing, which makes for smoother interactions with the 8-inch capacitive touchscreen. On the software side, the new interface is phone-esque, with a grid of icons that you can tap, swipe and drag around to reorganize as you see fit. At the bottom of the screen is an ever-present shortcut bar with color-coded links to the home screen, audio sources, phone, navigation, and climate controls. This gives it consistency and organization. The bar also includes an area to the right with notifications, wireless signal strength, temperature and time, each of which can also be tapped to quickly pop over to secondary menus. On board, map-based navigation is an optional upgrade for most trim levels, but not really a necessary one thanks to the standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity. Anyone who has a phone in their pocket and a USB cable lying around already has access to better maps and app integration for the low price of free $99. That said, Infotainment 3's navigation works well and now boasts new predictive destination suggestions and web-connected point-of-interest search. Cabin comfort. The Enclave's interior is pleasant and spacious with premium materials, not what I'd call luxurious, but well-constructed and generally pleasing to the touch. The Essence trim level steps up to leather seats for the first and second rows. My example is equipped with optional captain's chairs for the latter. This setup is good for transporting adults who will appreciate the extra shoulder room and individually adjustable legroom. The ability to slide the second row seats forward a tad can also free up a bit of extra knee-room for the third row. That said, the captain's chairs are a mixed blessing. Choosing this option drops the Enclave's seating capacity to 6 souls rather than the 7 afforded by the standard bench, and the space between the seats can allow unsecured items stored in the rear to slide forward during emergency stops when the third row is folded flat. Safety tech, pay to play. Safety tech is as important if not more important than cabin tech gadgets in this family-friendly class, and the Enclave's list of features is proof that Buick understands that. Most of the best active safety features, however, are only accessible at the top trim levels. The standard safety tech loadout includes a rear camera, which is surprisingly high quality. The camera's feed is sharply rendered with excellent low-light sensitivity, which makes seeing what's happening behind the car a clear and pleasant experience. With so many vehicles, yes, even luxury cars these days cheaping out with low-quality cameras, this is a real bonus. Stepping up to the Essence trim nets you forward collision warning, blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert, all passive features that tell the driver when something goes awry. For active safety tech including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist and automatic forward collision mitigation braking, you'll have to step up to the top-tier Avenir model and then choose the optional tech package. This one pushes the price to the limits of good value, especially considering the competing 2020 Toyota Highlander comes standard with all of these features at its base trim level. Quiet tuning and performance. The performance of the Enclave continues the theme of being solid, but not standing out. In the engine bay you'll find GM's 3.6-liter V6 engine putting out 310 horsepower and 266 pound-feet of torque via a 9-speed automatic transmission. Front-wheel drive is standard with all-wheel drive being an option. That seems like the right amount of power for a vehicle of this size, but only just. The engine feels and sounds like it's always working hard, straining up hills and during acceleration. I should clarify that the V6 isn't underpowered, but it also doesn't feel effortless. That's not much of a nitpick, but its audible laboring is a bit out of character with Buick's quiet tuning approach to the rest of the chassis. Quiet tuning is Buick speak for the company's attention to controlling noise and harshness in the Enclave's cabin. This starts with a soft, smooth suspension which does an excellent job of delivering a comfortable ride, as well as decent control and responsiveness during cornering. This 4,685-pound SUV isn't a canyon carver by any stretch of the imagination, but it rounds corners predictably without tripping over its own feet or feeling too mushy. A good choice, but not the best. The 2020 Buick Enclave starts at a tidy $40,000 for the base FWD preferred trim level and Summit White for the lower trim levels. Every other color choice adds at least $495 extra. At the top of the line is the Avenir trim for $56,100, with the Essence, $42,000, and Premium, $48,400, models along the way. For the money, the Enclave isn't a fantastic value. At this under $50K price level, it competes with everything from the Volkswagen Atlas to the significantly more fuel-efficient Toyota Highlander hybrid, both of which come in fully loaded for around what the Buick's mid-tier costs. That said, Buick almost constantly offers generous incentives that bring the price down to more competitive levels, but even so the Enclave is still not the best choice in this crowded, competitive class.